Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. This is the video I have been dying to make, my newborn essentials. Also, along with that, I'm going to share the products that did not work out for us. And I do want to say, as a major disclaimer, a lot of these products that I was not personally fond of are popular products. You might love them and that is fine, but they just didn't work out for us. So please don't be offended if something that I share didn't work. It's something that you love. We all have different opinions. That's one disclaimer. The other disclaimer is that this is not sponsored whatsoever. So all of these products are really things that I genuinely love and I wish that I knew about, because one major theme you will see here is that I wasted a lot of money on things that did not end up working. So hopefully this will help you guys out and maybe you won't have to waste as much money as I did. So let's jump right into it. My first newborn essential is zip up onesies. If I could go back in time, I would buy only zip up onesies, and I will tell you why. Newborn babies, at least my baby, did not have a lot of patience for buttons and snaps and putting things over the head. So this is super quick and easy, and with a newborn baby, you are constantly changing their diaper 8 to 12 times a day. So every single time having to undo 10 different buttons and then button them back up with a kicking, flailing, squirming newborn is just so difficult. So this just zips right on, zips right off. It takes 2 seconds. And this does mostly apply to newborns because I feel like they're the hardest to dress. They have the least amount of patience. So I think when he's older, he'll be fine with other types of clothing. But for now, he lives in these long sleeves, short sleeves. Everything we have is zip up. Next up for swaddles is actually along the same lines as the clothing. They are zipper swaddles. These are the only swaddles that my little Houdini could not get out of. So the first one is called the Woombi. It, as you can see here, has actually a dual zipper, which is awesome because you can just unzip from the bottom to change them and keep them swaddled. But as I will show you in a second, I had many other swaddles before I found this as the magic winner swaddle. And this was best for him when he was between 1 to 4 weeks old. So he got a little bit older, this got too snug for him and he wanted to have his hands more in an up position. So that's when he transitioned into this swaddle, and this is what he currently uses. It's called the Love to Dream, but again, it has the zipper so he cannot get out of it. So what did not work in terms of swaddling, first and foremost, the muslin blanket. Don't even get me started with this. This is a joke to a newborn baby. He could get out of this in less than 2 seconds. You blink, he's out of this. And we even had the nurses at the hospital swaddling him. He would bust out of it. I will say I still do love this muslin blanket. This is the Aiden and Anai one, and I use it for many other things. So this is not something that I dislike. It's just for swaddling in particular, did not work for my baby. The other types of swaddles that didn't work were all of the Velcro swaddles. I have these ones by Halo. I had some other ones, but it seems like a good idea. It seems like he couldn't get out of the Velcro, but he could get out of the Velcro. And not only that, the Halo ones in particular, I really didn't like because they would all bunch up around his neck and I was worried he was gonna suffocate on it. Next category is carriers, and I feel like this is something people feel very strongly about the carrier that they personally love. So I hope I don't offend anyone here. The carrier that ended up working best for us and my personal essential is the Infantino baby carrier. And this is what it looks like. It was under $30, so the price is right. It is lightweight, it works extremely well. It's comfortable, I could wear it all day long. This is the carrier I love. What I didn't love and what didn't work for me, first off, was the wrap. I don't even know what brand wrap I had, but let's just say figuring that thing out took way too much time. It was too loose, it was too tight, he would wiggle out of it, he would cry. My baby in particular did not like the wrap, he would sweat in it, and just overall, it wasn't for me. I know a lot of people swear by the wraps, so that's just my opinion. The other thing that didn't work was the Tula carrier, and that was an expensive carrier, and so many people recommended this to me, but it really hurt my back, and I kept trying to adjust it, but it just wasn't comfortable. I found it to be a little bit bulky and heavy, but I won't say that in the future it wouldn't work. Maybe when he's a little bit bigger, I'll use that one and somehow I'll figure it out. But the $30 carrier for me is the winner, and this was the first thing he was able to be in besides just my arms. The first 4 weeks of his life, he wanted to be carried 100% of the time, so that just gave me a huge break in terms of having my hands free and being able to do other things. But where the real breakthrough came, and this is my #1 most recommended newborn essential product, it is the Fisher-Price Cradle and Swing. This particular swing is my saving grace. This is the only thing that he will sleep in, well, I should say nap in. He can sleep on his back in the DockATot at night, but during the day, this is where he'll sleep. And there's a particular reason for this, and the reason that this swing is the best in my opinion, and it is because it has the largest range of motion. So it swings them the most, and for a baby that's fussy or not wanting to nap, that motion is key. So on the flip side of that, the swings that did not work out for me, first off was the Mamaroo swing. That's a very expensive product. I wanna say it's around $300 for a bouncy swing, and it has all these fancy features to it. He doesn't hate it, but he doesn't love it. He won't sit in it for very long. He'll start to fuss. He certainly won't nap in it or be in it for more than maybe 5 minutes at a time. So I feel like at this point, it was not worth it. Maybe he will learn to like it as he gets older, but for right now, it's barely used. It's kind of a waste of space. In terms of breastfeeding support products, there's one pillow that works extremely well, and none of the other ones worked for me. And the one that I recommend, my essential, is My Breast Friend. It looks like this. The reason I absolutely love this one is that it contours very close to your body. It puts your baby at just the right angle, and it has a little bit of back support. So by far, this is the one that I recommend. I had a lactation consultant say that this is the pillow, and I totally agree. What did not work for me was first the Boppy pillow, which I know is extremely popular, but to me it was so uncomfortable. It was a weird angle, but the big downside of that one is that it's not contoured close enough to your body. So there's like a dip in the front, and he would kind of fall into it, and it was just super awkward, and I had to hunch over, and I just really did not like that for breastfeeding. But I do still use it to kind of prop him up, and he'll sit in it. So it's not a total waste of money, but for breastfeeding, in my experience, it did not work very well. Another breastfeeding related product that I love are these particular nursing tank tops that I got on Amazon, and I bought a bunch of different nursing tank tops, and these are my favorite, so much so that I have 9 of them, and I literally switch them out every single day. This is what I wear every day. I just love these. They are supportive. They have the pads built into them. They unclick and re-click very easily, and they're made with a nice stretchy material that keeps me supported, sucks in a little bit of the stomach, if you know what I mean, and super comfortable. Like I said, I have 9 of them, and they are very affordable for the quality. The thing I recommend is a white noise app. This is magic for calming a fussy baby, but the key is it needs to be quite loud. Think of the volume of a vacuum cleaner. So you don't want to put it too close to their ear, of course, you don't want to damage their hearing, but if you have a baby that's crying and fussing, I'm telling you, turn on the vacuum or turn on this white noise machine, and for Carter at least, it quiets him right down instantly. If he's ever being fussy, I use this app, and I had purchased the Dome sound machine, which is the #1 most popular one on Amazon and everyone talks about, but it's just not nearly loud enough. It's pretty quiet in my opinion. So I like the Cradle app on iPhone, and then what I actually use is a different app that I got for free on Android. I will let you know the name of it right here, but I use my old Android phone exclusively for this white noise app. I have it with me everywhere, so just in case he needs it or is getting fussy and crying, I always have that white noise, and I can get it loud enough that it actually does stop him from fussing. So Carter's main issue that he's had pretty much since birth is tummy, digestion issues, specifically bad gas. And at this point, I am an expert in baby gas. There's nothing about baby gas that I have not researched. I've spent probably, no exaggeration, 20 hours plus researching baby gas. On the back end, the way to deal with it, and that's been effective for me, is first these probiotic drops, and these are the ones my pediatrician recommended. They're by BioGaia, and he said these are the brand that have been clinically tested to help with gas and baby digestion. So he takes 5 drops of these a day, and I have noticed that it's helped a lot. And it also has vitamin D in it, which they do recommend you supplement your babies with vitamin D because it's difficult to get enough through food or through milk on its own. So this kind of does both of those in one, and I really like this stuff. The other thing that I've learned that helps him a lot is to do tummy massage and full body massage. It just calms him down, and I could release some of the gas so it doesn't cause him pain. And I use my body oil for that. And the reason I like to use my body oil is because it's all organic and it's all safe ingredients. So, you know, when I'm giving him the full body massage and I'm massaging his little hands and then he puts his hands in his mouth, I know that there's nothing that's going to be dangerous or harm him, and that it's all food grade ingredients. So last but certainly not least is a book called Babywise. I was recommended this book by probably 5 or 6 people. So I started to read this book, and the basic premise of the book is to get your baby on a general, flexible routine that starts with them eating, however that may be, nursing or formula feeding, then having their play period, and then having a nap, and to roughly do this in 3-hour blocks when they're a newborn. And it basically helps to get them into a rhythm so they know what to expect during the day. It gives them some structure, and also helps train their metabolism so that they can sleep longer during the night. And at this point, Carter is 8 weeks old, and he sleeps for 6 to 8 hour stretches now. So I totally swear by this method. But I do want to emphasize that you're on a structure, but it's a flexible structure. So of course, if he is ever hungry before that 3-hour window, I will feed him on demand as he needs. But just the general sense of that routine has helped me structure my day so much. And it also has made him a much happier, calmer baby. For the first 4 weeks of his life, he was extremely fussy, extremely difficult. I thought he had colic, but really what it was is that I wasn't putting him down enough for naps during the day. I didn't know that I needed to continually put him down for naps and how important that was. And so he was overtired, overstimulated, and getting very fussy by the end of the day. Ever since I put him on the Babywise system, he has been literally an angel baby and so much happier. Okay, so that's gonna be it for my newborn essentials. If you are watching this video because you're pregnant, I did put together a blog post of all my pregnancy essentials. It's quite a long one. I put a lot of time and thought into that, so I will leave that post linked down below. If you want to stay updated with baby Carter and how he's doing, come find me on social media. My Twitter and Instagram is the same as my channel name, Vassor Beauty. I'm most active lately on Twitter. That's just where I share more candid photos and videos and little updates and stuff like that. So come find me there, and thank you so much for watching. I will see you soon with a new video. Bye.
I can swaddle you in this. How hard can that be, huh? I can do this. So I just put you down right here. Okay, so this goes over here. I'm thinking this goes this way. This goes up like this. Wait, this doesn't look right. Wait a minute. Just extra fabric here, that's the problem. Let me get rid of this. Yeah, that's what we need. We need some tape. Just a couple last finishing touches here. Nailed it!